I've had a blue or two with the odd New South Wales Farmers President. I had a couple with you as well, but they were good, and you were good, sound, stable. Best thing that happened to New South Wales farmers in years. Buggered if I know where you came from, except I know you came from Walker. You're probably the only shore boy I know that could put together a sentence with words of more than 2 syllables, my son included. But mate, you've done it well. I hope you stay in public life because your contribution to the farmers and to New South Wales has been great, and I'm pleased to call you a friend.
You know, country people and especially farmers need really strong representation to cut through in government in New South Wales, which is very Sydney-centric. Well, Big Jock for the last 4 years has been doing precisely that, cutting through, strong representation, an absolute straight shooter.
Well, Jock, it's good to see that these days you introduce me as Ian Macdonald and not as Ian Armstrong. I know Ian and myself are both rural socialists and are follically challenged, but that's about the end of it. So it's good to see that I get introduced as Ian Macdonald. You've always been willing to listen. You always put a very firm view on behalf of your association, and I think you've had many wins. I think the decision in the not too distant future about the research centres will be more a tribute to your work than just about anyone else's. Well, Jock, I hope you enjoy your retirement, riding in Lycra around the hills of Walker. I'm sure that's a great sight to see. And I'm sure Lynn will enjoy your home more often, but not too much, mate, because there's quite a few jobs that are needed for the rural area to be done, and I'm sure you've got a lot more contribution to make.
I've been asked to talk about Jock. Jock is, I guess, and I hope he takes this as a compliment, a man after my own heart. And what I like about Jock is he's more concerned with getting a result than how he gets there. He's not as big a bull in a china shop as I am, but what I really admire about Jock, if it's a tough issue, he is not a populist. He says what he believes is in the best interest of the farmers of our state.
I don't know why I'd be asked to pay tribute to Jock Laurie. After all, I got beaten up, bounced around and abused more by Jock than anybody else. And of course, the problem with Jock, and it's a fatal weakness, is he doesn't have sufficient respect for politicians. Jock Laurie was a problem solver, and he did everything straight and upfront and direct with you. He's somebody to be trusted and admired. He has served the association extraordinarily well, but far more importantly, every farmer far and wide in New South Wales, and I venture to suggest further afield. Well done, Jock. A delight to have worked with you, and I'm proud to have known you.
Well, congratulations, Jock, on 4 great years at the helm of New South Wales farmers. But let me tell you what the secret of Jock's success is, and that he looks a lot like a drought master bull. I mean, have a good look at him. Nobody I know has had the guts to tell you that, Jock, but I can tell you this sitting at the other end of a camera when you're a long way away. But I know that ministers and shadow ministers, every time they've seen Jock coming down the corridors, storming in to see them, they've been very worried. They know what a bull will do in a china shop. They're very worried about what Jock Laurie, the bull from Walker, will do in their ministerial offices. So, Jock, congratulations and all the best for what you decide to do in the future.
I saw the Prime Minister recently, and when I told him I was doing this visit, he positively beamed. Jock Laurie, or Lozer as he called him, was a terrific bloke. He said that he was one of those guys that had convinced him to delay the implementation of the emissions trading scheme. He'd convinced him that Penny Wong had a few galahs missing from the top paddock. The Prime Minister said that he adopted his working style from Jock Laurie's. He says we both go at it flat out like camels drinking. What I like about Jock Laurie is that he comes for you from the front, not from behind. He's delivered great strategic and communication skills to his job as President of New South Wales Farmers, and whether Kevin Rudd endorses him or not, all I know as Leader of the Opposition is it's been much clearer, much easier to work out where New South Wales farmers wanted the Parliament of New South Wales, government and opposition, to take legislation.
Jock Laurie has been a first-rate advocate for Australian farmers. I know that his involvement with New South Wales farmers and the NFF goes goes back well before I became Minister, and in 2005 he first went onto the council while Mal Peters was the chair. Since that time, Jock has been a tough advocate, and I've dealt with him as a tough advocate. First time we met was at Burke's farm, the egg producer there, out near Tamworth. And since that time, I've known Jock as somebody who won't give an inch when he knows he's right, and also as somebody who is utterly trustworthy in all his conversations.
Congratulations to Jock Laurie for a terrific contribution to rural Australia for many years, and especially for your service to the New South Wales Farmers Association over the past decade as Director, Executive Councillor, and finally as President. Jock, thanks for all your efforts and your fearless advice over many years. Good luck with your future endeavours. You'll be missed. I'm told that you're under very clear instructions not to go back to Tormund, the family farm just outside Armidale, and that your son Alexander is doing just fine without Dad breathing down his neck. So mate, all the very best for your future, and thanks again for your very hard work.